Alright, making sure we got all the thingies in the right place, doing the right stuff. Oops. Whoops. Okay. Move that over there. Yeah, there we are. Move this back here. Okay. And... I get the music's going. Oh, that sounds nice. Pleasant. Okay. And what else we need to do here? Oh, whoops. I meant to have this up front and center. Okay. So I'm pretty sure if I broadcast this message, it'll work. I don't know if I actually constructed it yet. Let's see. Where are we at? I need to move some things off my out of my space real quick. Oh. Alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, let's go ahead and get started then. Think I'm in the right place. Okay, so last time on Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta was in the midst of sending a dedicated packet byte sequence to the Master Nodes, when suddenly Kakarot came out of nowhere with a DSI. Sorry, I can't keep that going. I already messed it up. So I did the broadcast message on to denominate, and now I have to select the denominations that I've broadcast. Well, also I have to just not kill the loop midstream. Oh, that's not where I'm at. Let me go back to here, process.exit. Oh, really? Alright, we are in this phase. Okay, so we're in this generate denominations loop, Which probably, I don't know, I guess, yeah. In the future, I might figure out some way of, I don't know, having the addresses in different arrays. And yeah, and then not loop over all the addresses and then have to redo this stuff every time. I should be able to basically have addresses in a particular array, find its index, and then remove it as needed. It's just, you know, whichever way you go, there's a little bit of bookkeeping that you got to do. But point is, I think that if I run this right now, hopefully it'll still work. Script failed on op equal verify operation. Let me just run that again. What's up, Ulf Patrick? How's it going? I'm just going to run this again. Okay, that's good. We're getting a failure every time, which means that something's actually wrong. I don't remember this being the last thing that I left off with. So that's a little discouraging. Because I could have sworn it was success last time. I wonder if they're... When this is running, it should be checking for whether these addresses have been used or not. Let's go ahead and just console.log this. If it's failing signature verification, it could be that I've got the addresses, the keys and the addresses in the wrong order. From this, I would think that that's not the case. Deriving address, pushing the private key, hash and sign all. Do I need to pass anything testnetty to the hash and sign all? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So let's run that again. And let's take a look. And just decode it and see what the decode says. I'm also curious as to why that fails. Oh, testing memo. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I probably need to just update that test. Okay, so let's plug this in here and see if it decodes properly. I imagine that it does. Okay, script type empty. I don't think that's right. Let's see. That does look a little long. Maybe not, because it's got the two signatures in it. They're the both halves of the signature in it, I think. The R and the S value. Which I think it has to have them both. Okay, addresses, inputs, previous hash, script. This one doesn't show addresses. Script type empty. Well, let's just double check a couple of things here. I could have sworn, I'm going to go pick up the last video real quick, because I could have sworn that it went through properly, and it may, in which case it may be a different type of caching issue. Let me see. Ugh. I wish we could, do we have a script decoder? Let me actually take a look at this. All right. See if I can break this down. We saw the 3044 there, didn't we? 3045, same thing. Okay, so this is total length. This is, let's see. Where's the 3044 in this one? Okay, 0007, 3044, 02. Do we have another 3044 in here? Oops. Just want to make sure that this was packed correctly. I did change some stuff. I don't think any of it's going to change the way that the input is signed. I'm doing a hash and sign all. That should be the same as it was before. I could do some double checking there. Okay. Anyway, I do want to look at the very end of the video from last time real quick. And just, because if I had the same error message, that's fine. But if I'm getting it, I want to, kind of help triage where to look. And if I got a success message, which is what I thought I got at the end there. Whoops, no, not this one. Then that, just leads me in a different direction is all. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'd already gotten my whatever it was, and then I was looking at something else. Alright, so that one... Did I run it? No. So I want to see what was the output when I ran it. Because I'd gotten that figured out, and I'd gone on to look at some other stuff. I think is what happened. Yeah, I wanted to know where the collateral was. Okay, so let's see if we can back up. Okay, so I copied over what was working. What was I doing there? All right, I changed that part. Did I actually run it after that change? What I want to know is that line with the RPC result, did I actually run that? That's what I'm looking for. And I'm not sure that I did. It looks like I moved... let's see, this was my last run. Okay, transaction comes out. All right. So transaction was correctly formed. Let me see. And then I think I didn't actually run it once I had the result. Okay. So I'm going to look. Yeah, I don't think I actually ran it. I saw that the transaction was formed and that was that. So I need to break down this transaction and make sure that things are, well, what the state of things is. Did it get the right keys? You know, it's saying data.index, you know, txinfo.inputs. And I think that the input was defined very early on. Generate denominations is undenominated. Denominable. Okay. Denom count. Denom count. Just leave that out for now. I'm going to put it on top because I do want to get rid of that once I actually get this figured out. Whatever. Okay. Alright. Trying to think, is there any testnet bit that would have needed to be set? I don't think so. I don't think there's any equal verify operation. I think that means the signature's bad. All right, let's go back. Okay, txinfo keys txSide. So inputs is ylf blah blah blah. It's got that amount of monenes on it. Got that script. Got that. TXID is on there twice. Okay. And then outputs. And each of the outputs, I think there was 5 of these and then 2 others. Alright, that's shaping out to look right. It's reserved. So keys is just this key. Inputs YFL, that was the same one that we had up above. So that's no different. Everything should be the same here, except now we should have a signature on it. And there's the transaction, and there's the version. Okay. So, let me see what this is. Okay, do we have a tool to decode the script sig? Oh, bother. Do we not just have an online tool for this? I have it in -tx, but maybe I should just run -tx on it. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to be in here, but let's try -tx dash. So the CLI may not be in here. Then inspect. Okay. Okay. Let's see what it says. Of the input. Previous output TXID, previous output index, script size, script signature size. So let's take a look at that. Okay. Sig hash type 1. Public key size. Alright, so let's just log out. Okay, so the input address. That's weird. If that's the input, why don't we see... Maybe it's only got certain things copied over to it? No. Input UTXO. All right, let's see here. Okay, input dot address. Let's see, where did that input come from? The input dot address. Okay, and where did data come from then? That's right there. What's up, Vitals? How you doing? Let's see. Data address. I may need to check where the signature is being done. Could be better. Got a lot of coding to do. Yeah, same here. I was on the happy path yesterday and then found out that the thing I ended up with, the transaction's not going through, and op equal verify failed, which means the hash is wrong. But I'm guessing if the hash is wrong, maybe it could be something like it's hashing the hexadecimal rather than hashing the bytes. That would be something that could have come up in these recent changes. Because, you know, if you pass in a string of hexadecimal, that's not going to be good. All right, pub key hash. Okay, that doesn't look right. Okay, so look, this one, the input is address YWF. And this, oh no, this one, the address, okay. So I'm getting different, I don't know how I'm getting something that's different. Huh. That doesn't make sense. I should be getting the same one every time. Why would I be getting one that's different? What would be random about this? Okay, that's unexpected. Let me run it again. And see if we also get something different. But I updated, I published a fix for the signature was taking in hex instead of bytes, and I swapped it. And I wonder if I didn't swap it in the wrong way. Yeah, I'm very confused as to how I'm getting this failure code, and yet these addresses are changing each time. That doesn't make much sense to me. But let's go ahead and just take a look at our address and see what it gives us. So let's look at dash CLI wallet. Gosh. I don't remember which wallet we're in. Maybe Fubar? See if I can figure out which wallet we're in. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, dash CLI get address info or... Close to burnout's not good. You need more Mountain Dew. I wonder if it's because I'm submitting collateral messages. I think this is before I send the collateral messages. But I'm not sure why I'm getting a different address every time. Let me try moving this up a little bit. Wait. Did it run that time? Okay, I'm a little confused. Okay, that time it ran. Okay, I do remember seeing this. Alright, so... we're getting an error that occurs sometimes and doesn't occur other times related to a signature. Things that could be on that list. Little Indian versus Big Indian packing of bytes. Let's see. So this one worked. So -tx has worked for me very consistently. So I think that if there's a problem, it's either a problem with the data that I'm inputting, something new that I'm creating that I wasn't using before, or one of the recent changes that I made. So let me just go take a peek back over the -tx updates. just to see if there's something that doesn't really look right. So that one's not going to be it. That's not it. All right, so fix sign. Okay, that I think is a likely culprit. But I would think that if it was broken, it would be broken every time. So this is just documentation mainly. Bytes to hex. So bytes to hex could be wrong if it's fixing or if it's missing a leading padded 0. If that were the case, though, I think that we would get that this would be off starting at, say, right around this byte or so, and then this would be wrong. And so if we were missing a 0, that doesn't seem to be the case. I don't think it's a missing 0, although we could check. If the string is the type of the buff, then sig buff is thing. Otherwise, yeah, and we wouldn't be switching between the type of input on this. We're doing the same input every time. Okay, so this one is low risk change. Unlikely. Now this one, there's a lot more going on here. So, let's see. But when we look at it like this, it doesn't look like there's a lot of change there. This, change the memo, change the separator, prefix with 2 UN64, L8 prefix with the TX utils. Well, I don't see anything that looks like it's going to be intermittent. My other thought is that maybe we used something for collateral, but we didn't mark it as reserved. So let's make sure that we're always doing that, because that would be something that might have been fixed just randomly when we run it. I don't know. We just inspect these again. If I could inspect these side by side, that would be good. Probably wouldn't see much difference though. Number of inputs, previous transaction output ID, script size. Let's pay close attention to these, 3045, 48, 65, 01, 21. So key size could be slightly different due to a big int encoding. That's another thing that could possibly crop up here. So this one, the signature on this is a slightly different size. The R value is 21 bytes, or not 21 bytes, whatever that comes out to, 33 bytes. We can take it from hexadecimal to decimal, and 32 bytes. Whoops. And then there's our public key, starts with 0. So this one's 33 bytes because of public keys are always 33 bytes because this is a compressed public key. And I don't think I'm using any of the old algorithms for doing that. We don't have anything in here about testnet. So when I look at the output of this, and let's pull these up again. So, and I might actually side by side it. Let's see if we can get into CJ2 here. Make this the same size. Oh. All right. Did we just look at good? Was that what we just did? We looked at good. Let's look at bad. Let's look at them side by side. All right. And I need to do that. There we go. Okay. So when I look at these side by side, one of these is good, one of these is bad. We see the same size for the bytes. We got a different transaction ID. That makes sense. Signatures are actually in the same format. R value, 33 bytes. S value, 32 bytes. Public key, 33 bytes. And then our outputs are actually... Are these going to be the same outputs or different outputs? I mean, that message could be a red herring. It could be something cache related, like reusing the address, a duplicate spend, or sometimes, you know, an error triggers in one place and it just bubbles up. So the error you get is, say, where the hash validation's happening, but the actual error is not related to hash validation. Okay. So we see here that these are going out to different addresses, which is a little surprising. But, you know, those are the scripts there. Pretty much all these are the same until we get to the next level, and then they're different. Keys look the same, lock time looks the same. 396 bytes. Total outputs is the same, fees the same. Min cost is the same. I don't know what to make of it, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. It'll come back up, I'm sure, if, you know, we run it again. But one thing is that it should not come up this very next time that we run it, because it should have gone through and gotten all the denominations that it needs. So, yeah, now we should be past that. And our collateral wasn't... Well, no, our collateral was rejected for one of them, wasn't it? So we're having some issue that's random. That makes it sound like it's related to the signature. Makes me wonder if... what does that make me wonder if? I don't know. I don't know what that makes me wonder. But if it seems random, the signature has a random component to it. So it could be that... I don't know. I don't know what it could be. We'll see what we get here in a minute. All right. So did we get to the point where we send the DSI message? There's the DSSU. The DSSU, the thing we wanted to know is, was the state updated? And we don't know because that's not being parsed correctly. And the DSQ, we also don't know. But we do see that the DSA was sent out. The DSQ tells us that it was accepted, unless it was an error, which I think if it's an error, we get a different message. We've got our ping, we've got our pong, we've got some INVs going through, we got some more pings going through. So, we've got something that is random in nature, causing issues with the signature signing. That very much makes it seem like a high order bit issue, either in the signature or in the padding. So let's just look at bytes to hex real quick. I mean, I haven't been having this problem, so it doesn't really make sense. There we go. So bytes to hex does not have a padding issue. There may have been something that was causing the signatures to not have truly random bytes to them. I don't know if that's going to affect us, but I think we'll just have to look at that later. Like I said, I've been using -TX. JoJo's been using -TX. It's been very reliable. Haven't had any problems with it. So likely the issue is either in very recent changes, like yesterday, or it's somewhere else. Something that we don't do frequently, which actually... One function to look at that's not used very frequently would be the dash keys public address function. But again, if that was off by a hex character, then we would be getting a different type of error. But just to be sure here. Yep, we're slicing 2 at a time, putting them in, bumping by 2. I don't know. So let's just get back to it, and it will definitely come up again. Let's see, how many DSQ messages have we had? Is that the same one? That might be the same one. Send DSQ, send DSQ, DSQ. So let's get that DSQ parsed, because that's actually going to be kind of important. I need to know both the DSQ. I don't know if I have to have the DSSU. Replies to a DSQ message. Did we send a DSI in this? DSI. No, we did not send the DSI. Okay. Alright, DSQ has the ready bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that DSQ parser, because we're going to need it. So DSQ parser, let's take a look at what's going on here. Parse DSQ. Okay, let's take a look back at that. Parse DSQ. Interesting. We haven't even tried to parse the DSQ, it looks like. That doesn't make sense, because I just saw that we definitely have tried to parse the DSQ. So, DSQ. Okay. Parse header. Command DSQ. Oh, the DSSU. That's what we tried to parse. Alright, okay. Whoops. Parse DSQ. Debug DSQ. I don't remember seeing a debug DSQ. It could be because the DSSU message. The bytes might be off, and so it may not have... Well, it should have read the whole message. Okay, do we have in our fixtures, do we have a DSSU? I think we do. All right. So let's... Okay. Parse DSSU. And this just went all wrong. DSSU, payload side was 16. All right, so let's take a look here. Dot length 32, so that makes sense. So we have a DSSU message that we should be able to parse. Right here. So let's try parsing that. Let's make a test for it. Let's model it after one that we already have. I think DSA we've already... let's see. We're not going to do this the same way at all. We might do it somewhat similar, but let's go ahead and... What's U? Oh, it would be code point at 0, 117, to string, hex 75. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Node fs/promises or /promise. We'll find out real quick. Okay. Actually, we're going to read that as ASCII. Fixture DSSU stir dot split on either space or new line. No, we need a split on nothing. And then we can do dash keys dot utils dot x 2 bytes. We should just have a little test utility type of thing here that will test for files that have an underscore and not use them or something. Because this pattern right here is going to be very common for reading from the fixture. So we could have a function. In fact, I'll just make it right now. Okay, let's go ahead and just comment all this out so it doesn't whine at me. Probably could read fixture JSON as well, because we probably should have a decoded version of them. I probably, for a lot of these messages, they'll have some sort of time string. We'll have to... Dang it! So whenever you pack a packet that has anything that's not deterministic in it, such as a nonce or a timestamp, you need to have the option when you're constructing it to pass in. In fact, one could argue that you should simply pass in the randomness. The exception for that being that when you do crypto get random bytes, you can pass it a subarray of a buffer. And if you do that, then you're not making a duplicate copy of the bytes. But certainly for the time should probably just be passed in as the now value. Or if it represents something other than now, the time should be passed in. Don't call a time function in a function. Or, I mean, obviously you call time function, but don't call a time function in something that you need to test, I guess. Or at least have the option to pass in the time. And that's something we're going to need to fix in this, but that's okay. We'll get there. All right. DSSU. We can get rid of all the DSSU. Huh. Error already have. That's weird. What does that mean? Have a thought as to what it might mean. We're going to do something else to this, though. We're going to change our parser. All right, this is debugging the whole way through. That's fine. We're going to call these IDs, even though they're really codes, because they're not identifiers. They're not, well, I guess you could, whatever. Alright, we'll leave that one alone, I suppose. Status ID 0. State? Wait. Alright, let's take a look at this. States and statuses. Okay, DSSU states. A little confused on this one. Let's take a look at it again. Alright. What? Session ID, state ID. What? The letter L? So I've got some bad information here. Something is not right. So I've got a total number of bytes of 40. 24 of those are for the header. That leaves me with 16. All right, so let's see where we getting so far off the beaten path here. Okay, I don't know how I didn't see that before. State, get offset, DV big Indian. Do we want big Indian? I think we might want little Indian on these. Let's see. I'm just gonna run this and then see what happens. No, no difference. Oh, well, obviously a difference, but nothing that makes sense. Alright, so we got the whole buffer. Hold on. I think we got parse DSSU. Okay, first our test is wrong because we need to parse header, and then this should give us the payload, so then we would do header.payload. Okay, so I think we just happened to parse an error message in a way that happened to work because some of it works. Oh, right.
to stand as one, the sword of legends in my hand. Everything must hurt to wish. I'll fight until the bitter end.
Payload chunk. Yeah, right? So we're parsing the header first so that we can get the payload size. And then header.payload size. Got it. Okay. What? How dare you enter my realm, spider? No porridge for you. Unfortunately. Goodbye, spider. Can you believe the audacity to just come down? Like, I have also a red bucket now reflecting on my face. What am I doing? Tests. Go back to the tests. Wait, 16. Some sanity fails in here. This is actually developer errors what this is. Okay, so there could be a few of these in here, just for catching our own stupidity as we develop with this, and do things like I did where I, pass in completely the wrong message. Look, Ma, a const. Could be pre-computed non-dynamic value. Okay. So there we go. Fixture DSSU bytes.subarray, and the subarray is going to be I should put that size as a constant that's exported. I do like this one. All right. I think we could adjust the parser. Well, I don't want to. I was going to say we could adjust the parser so that if the header includes the payload, that it just pulls out the payload. but I don't want to do that. I mean, I guess it should work. Let's take a look at that header parser code. Everything should come in one packet. But if it comes 1 byte per packet, that should still work. So whether everything comes in if multiple messages come in 1 packet, or multiple messages come in 1 byte per packet, either way should parse correctly. That's the goal. The only acceptable goal. Truly. Okay, let's take a look at this then. Oh, really? Fixture should be nan bytes. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. Parse DSSU. Blah 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 blah. Okay. And now we see that indeed Big Indian was the wrong way to go. Okay. Yes! All right, good. Now instead of already have error, we get the message that I was expecting and hoping for. Okay. So, yes, yes, yes. Boom! All right, let's go ahead and bring that over. Oh, and I need to bring the tests over too. Okay, so we didn't need any of that. Oh. See, the reason that I don't want IDs and codes mixed here, I'd rather this be state code, status code, message code, is that session ID is actually an identifier in the sense of, non-deterministic, or I mean, deterministic would be fine, but it's an identifier like an email address is an identifier. It's as opposed to these are codes more, but, whatever, we'll go with it. So we'll do fixtures. We need to copy over the fixtures. We need to copy over the tests. Okay. Let's do this actually, join. Okay. Key of actual keys. There we go. And assert dot equals. Let's see. Deep strict equal. Okay. That should just be the default. The other one should be, you know, deep lax equal or something. Why would you want to assert something with a weird, you know, partial value? That makes no sense. Oh, nice. I wonder if there's a way. Because those new messages are really cool. But in a good way. Okay, what is strict assertion mode? Oh, okay. Okay, let's just do the slash assert strict then. Okay. I guess I don't even need that, do I? We could just go straight to here. This is it. That's all we need. Okay, we'll do that then. Simpler. Alright, now let's do the same thing with our DSQ message, which I don't know if we still have one of those, but let's go check and see if we do. If we keep on going back, we might eventually find one. Or we might not. Yeah, we didn't. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our parser for that. Alright, let's watch this thing. Fly! Oh! Well, I don't know what that should look like yet, so... I think we're gonna have the same big Indian, little Indian bug. How big is the DSQ message? Total bytes, no variable bytes. Required. So that takes us to... Alright, let's just do this the dumb way for idiots that don't know how to do math, that subtract 200 or 8 from 200 and get 196 instead of 192. Not that I know anything about that. Or that can't even type right. 142? Okay. like having extra semicolons. They make me feel good inside. Okay, so we got our DSQ message. Okay. That denomination looks all kinds of wrong. Probably because we're using the wrong parser. Ready true looks right though. Alright, let's see if we can fix that denomination and then be on our way! With the true bit ready, we are ready to rock! Um... Hmm. Let's see. I think we could just pass for byte length on it. All right, so first let's fix the parser. Let's read that as Little Indian. That should help a ton. Denomination is... Okay, so that would be... We could call it denomination ID, perhaps. Just to go with the other ones that we've got. The denomination... Let's see, what denomination did I choose in that mabob? Is it a mask or is it an ID? I think it's actually an ID. I don't think that it's just a mask. I think it's actually an ID. It might legitimately be more like an ID than like a code. Isn't a ProTX hash just a masternode ID? Is that not what that is? I think that's what that is. But we can call it ProTX hash. ProTX is kind of a thing. We could call ProTX hash. It's kind of a like a keyword of sorts. Okay. I don't know if this is what I'm going with final, but it's what we'll do for now. Alright, I reversied this recently. Is my reversey still in here? I think it is. No. Wait, no. No. Come back! Okay. Looking good, looking good. So now we just need to... Right? Row tx hash.
Wandering alone, lost in the unknown. Static in my ear, stuck in sands of time. Which way do I go? I don't know. I have lost the will to fight. Falling down, I can't find the light.
Make a timestamp epoch.
Am I alone here? Am I alone here? Am I alone here? I'm not alone.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we'll call it timestamp Unix. Kind of got to figure out what level of abstraction we want here. Because at some level, it's just, parse all the bytes out. But then, if you just want to do that, you can just access them. So at another level, it's, okay, abstracted enough to make it meaningful. But then, do we really want to be parsing out things that we're not going to need? The denomination we're most likely going to need. ProTX hash, maybe, maybe not. Signature bytes, maybe, maybe not. Ready, we need that. Timestamp, maybe, maybe not. So it's kind of hard to put my finger quite on what the level ought to be. But I know that we want to be able to have test fixtures, which means that we need to store a JSON representation. Is it fair to say that the signature, if it's compared, will be compared as hexadecimal because we'll get it from a list where the list is in hexadecimal? I think that might be fair. These are some questions for V1.0. Yeah, I think I kind of would like to have this format. I'm not quite ready to commit to it, but I think this is what I'm going to want. Okay, so anyway, test DSQ. JSONify. Oh. All right, so we'll go ahead and bring that on over. Oh, we got the denominations. Okay. Okay. Huzzah. What else? Okay, so what do we need to know about this? These could come in any order. So this is more of a... We can kind of just ignore this, really.
Show me there's still hope. Make my wish come true. Let darkness fade tonight. Show me there's still hope. Show me it's not over.
All right, and now we need to actually pack the DSI. Well, let's go ahead and see if this works. Oh, whoops. Nope, wrong one. All right, DSSU. So something... Okay. Parse DSSU, debug DSSU. Got it. DSSU. DSA was sent. Okay, where's our DSQ? We got a 15-second timeout on the DSQ, I believe. I think that's what we're waiting for here. Okay, yep. So we've got... Now, we definitely have seen a DSQ message in the past. Okay, let's see if these session IDs are the same. Oh, I also neglected to do the send DSQ message because I figured we probably won't need it. But it's been more than 30 seconds and we still don't have a DSQ. So I'm actually thinking that it doesn't do what I would think is the same thing, which would be to send the DSQ if a person requests a message that requires a DSQ, but don't broadcast all DSQs. I guess send DSQ is kind of like saying, hey, I plan on participating in CoinJoin, and so let's see, what would I do? I would join a bunch of servers. I would listen for DSQ messages. And then if I see a DSQ message that matches what I want to do, then I would start sending my coins. All right. So you kind of have to, but I don't think in the description that was given over here, or was it over here? Or was it over here? Or was it over here? Where is our... Where's our Amanda one? Where Amanda explains us all the things. I want to go back to where Amanda explains all the things. Okay. Okay. Here's our Amanda explains all the things. This does not tell us that we need the DS or the send DSQ, but we do need a send DSQ. Yeah, that's important. That's important information there. All right, let's take a look at this. And then time for a pee break. Error invalid collateral. And this might have to do with that might have to do with that signature issue. All right, we got the pause. Wait, DSQ? DSA? Did the DSQ come too soon? In this case, the DSQ came... All right. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. Okay, so... Alright, so that kind of makes sense. We got a DSQ accepted before we're ready for it. And because I think there's some kind of weird logic here. I mean, it makes sense. Only one of the DSQ messages is sent even though I joined the queue twice. So I'm joining as if I'm two different agents, but in reality, I'm not. All right, let's double check this. All right. DSSU. DSQ. Oh, we're not exiting. Oh, ready's false. But we were accepted, right? So why is it not ready? Could it just be the timeout issue? Did we get a ready before? I think we've gotten a ready before. And the evidence of that is that the test happened. Okay, so we've gotten a ready before. No, that was just a test. Did we get a real ready before? I don't know if we have. Maybe we actually do need two separate participants. Okay, so maybe it won't let me join as myself. No, how did we get? No, we got the one before. This ping pong, ping pong. Accepted. Okay, just in case, we'll run this in two places. And the reason I'm going to wait for this Let's see, do we get the DSQ? We got the DSQ before we got the DSSU in this case as well. But it's not ready. Okay, so we're going to run here as well. And the reason we're going to do this... We're going to need some sort of accepted. DSQ ready false. Well, what about on this side? Okay, so this one we did get the ready message back. Wait. This one says ready false. Oh, we didn't print out, we didn't debug print it? Hold on. That doesn't make sense. Okay. If DSQ ready. Break. All right. Q accepted. Ready is false. Now we've had it ready before, or well, not yeah, we've had it ready before. All right, I'm a little confused. Let's go look up on what causes the ready state, because maybe there's something that we didn't send that we should have sent. I mean, our DSA was valid, but why are we not getting a ready state? DS. So let's take a look at DSQ here. Q details. Am I getting something out of order here? Well, we'll go ahead and make sure that our DSI is... Okay, good. We'll make sure that our DSI is good. And then I might just respond with a DSI anyway. It could be that I'm also sending duplicate messages, so let me try this. Let's go to dev RPC and let us... Where's main at?
DMI Entertainment, how can I help you today? I'm sorry, she's out of the office today, but I can take a message if you like. Sure thing, I'll be sure to let her know. And can I get a name, please? Alright, thank you very much, Terry. Have a nice day. DMI Entertainment, how can I help you today?
Then I need to get down to this loop where I'm sending the DSA. No. Okay, no. Let's see. Generate min balance. Get collateral TX. Okay, this is where maybe I should just have a different wallet. Yeah, that would make more sense. Okay, let's get rid of this crap because this is only going to lead to heartache. Well, that one's fine actually, but There we go. Good old Lucan and Chewie are back. Or actually, hold on. We could do this a different way. We could just use different salts. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this seed thing up here. Well, we probably don't need to do that. Wait, which way are we doing this? Okay, we're doing this down here. Got it. Okay, this is good. This will make it super easy to npm install save dash phrase. Then I don't have to manage a bunch of state for different accounts. I can just have different wallets for different accounts. Identified by the wallet phrase. All right, there we go. All right, so generate denominations. Okay. So this may actually be more interesting. Hmm. No, what happened there? Okay, all right, it's generating its stuff. So this is good. Oh, okay, it's inventory messages. Okay, I get it. I get it. $5.29. That might be a first-time failure. Let's try it again. Okay, my guess is it may be time to redo this because our block size may be really, really small now. Or our reward size, I mean to say. Lots of inventory messages. Let's do dash make group reset. Okay. Dash make group stop. So we're just gonna reset everything from scratch because it's been a few days and I think the reg test network halves very quickly, especially because of my initial configuration of the 2-minute blocks or 30-second blocks, whatever it was. I don't know. Anyway, the reg test network halves very quickly. So configuring. Okay. Okay, so now if we start over, and I'm actually going to make it so that it's not spitting out all those INV messages. RPC connected, yes. But we don't actually want to be... Okay, let's do generate min, balance, and generate denominations. Up here. Way up here. Basically after the RPC ready message. Before we choose an Evo node. I don't know what that means. Actually, let me capture that message if I can. And what line did that originate from? Interesting. Okay, let's try this one. Largest coin. Satoshi's? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Let's make sure these wallet IDs are different, by the way. Okay, wallet ID is different there. Good. Okay, I'm going to look this up. See what it says the total balance is. And then this one should have a Diffner balance. Whoops. If I go over here. Okay, that is a different balance, right? No, that's the same balance. That doesn't make sense. Should have a different wallet ID. Should have a different seed. Whoops. Might need to actually do these on different... There we go. That way I can... Okay, let's just zero both of these out. Okay, and I'll run this one. And I'll run this one. I don't know what this means. All right, I'm going to do another one. Okay, again, I should be getting... Why do they all have the same value? Debugging, input UTXO, debugging. Oops. Okay, very different transactions. That's good. I guess it's just similar enough in block height that they happen to be getting the same. Okay, I think that there may be something here related to the initialization of the reg test network. So I think it's a good time for me to take a break and then come back to this later. Because I don't understand what this means. And there's not a whole lot of information out there on it. Well, I mean, there is some other stuff I could work on while that's getting figured out. I can write the DSI tests, but I've got to take a bio break anyway. So we'll see. I'll just let that run for a bit, because before I don't know. I don't know if I got to the point where I was trying to do premature spend of Coinbase. Maybe there's a certain block at which I do know that this was true in general. There's a certain block at which certain things became active. On Chewy, P-Send, Boobar. I'm going to try something. Let's say that our minimum balance is 10 times that. Ah, okay. And then if I just run this again and again, getting different addresses each time. YHF, YVV, YIS. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what this means, but I'm going to let it sit for a while, because I think it's got to reach some sort of number, and some things aren't working until then. Other than that, I don't know. So I'm going to, I'm just going to take a break, and then I'll be back. And if there's still something weird going on here, I'm just going to work on the DSI and DSSU message packing and parsing, so that when I finally do get that DSQ with the ready bit set again, which this is kind of weird to me. How did I get it before? I mean, it seems like the only reason that I got it before that I didn't get it now, I'm guessing has to do with the block height and some different rules that were enacted. Like I said, it may have been that we reached the end of the block because of the difficulty settings and stuff in Reg Test. It seems like it only lasts for a few days. And the last time I reset it, it was a certain few days or whatever. Anyway, well, let's see. Let me read up a little bit more on this, see if I can find anything, and then yeah, I'll head out. I'll also try a different search engine. What? See if I can find the error in here. That's weird, because I don't remember running into this problem before. But maybe that's because I was Uh, hmm. Oh, I am just getting off, Mickey. What's up? I'm just about to take a break. Okay, let me pull this over. Source of new bitcoins. Hmm. Okay, so it sounds like I just need to bump up everybody's um just generate lots and lots and lots of coin here. Oops. Actually, I want to. All right, have a good one. Just writing a message in the chat in regards to these messages. Okay, all right, and with that, I gotta go. I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be back in a bit. Will I be back? Yeah, or I'll be back, and then and at least we'll do the the packer and the parser for the DSI and the DSS. Yeah, the DSS. DSI, DSF, DSS. And hopefully this just sorts itself out. I'm wondering if it's not related somehow. Anyway, I gotta go before I pee on myself. Adios.